Sup Nerds, Free 99 here, having a nibble at Rune Dice, a roguelike dice-based deck builder. It's being developed and published by Smart Raven Studio. If you would like to have a nibble yourself, a link will be down in the description. Let's jump in. Looks like we can't do a new game until we do the tutorial, so let's check out how to play this. We only got one path right now, but in normal roguelike fashion, I believe it branches out. Tutorial: throw dice at matching values to merge them. Merge dice, jump towards the nearest dice with the same value. So we have a 1. There's 2 over there and 3 over here, so obviously we're going to go this way. And that happens. I see. And I'm guessing they're not going to do the attack until they get close to us, so we have some time. It didn't merge the way that I thought. I thought it would go like this one, plus that one, plus that one, plus that one. So now that we know it jumps to the next one in sequence, we should go for this one. So it jumps into this and to the 3 maybe. And it does get that far. So now we have a 4 on the board. And the enemy dies. Perfect. What else do we need to learn? Regular dice deals damage equal to their value. Special dice like stun, poison, and coin have unique effects. So this is a stun dice. This gives money. And then this is the poison dice. So let's check out what the stun and poison do. It could be RNG, but it went like 1, then 1, then 1, then 1. So that's kind of cool. If we go for this, it'll probably jump to this and it won't get to this one, which kind of sucks. We can go for... I mean, we can have more 3s on the board. Having them isn't so bad. Unless they fly over to this side, in which case it's horrible. Okay, so it'll go for the closest enemy first. Perfect. Good to know that. We can try to get some 3s in the middle. Or not. Just keep pushing them out here. Maybe it is RNG based, because it went after this one on one of the strikes. There's only 1 left on the board, so try to bank it. It did not bank. And that was a failed attempt to an attack. Can we... There we go. Okay. I don't know if we can attack anymore. Nope. But we can set up a 1. Okay, so this will jump there. Awesome. Should be dead. Perfect. What's left? Can't reach matching dice, use physics, bounce dice off others. Yes, figured that much. So this will just do the thing. Oh, that's what you mean. So I can like, wacha. That's cool. I like that mechanic. Alright, let's do an actual run. We've got 1 character unlocked. Looks like there's a lot more to do. Oh, look at that. We got 1 that can be unlocked. So there's going to be 2 available in the demo. Right now we only have one. Is the barkeeper 1? No? No? Okay. If the developers ever watch this, barkeeper needs to be a character. But we got the Brutus Backstrike. 54 health. Starting dice has backstab dice. Targets the last enemy. Okay, so guaranteed to target the last enemy. Poison targets the last enemy and targets a random enemy. 2 times the dice value. That's kind of crazy. So not guaranteed to hit anybody particular, but it does do double damage. Dodge dice sound kind of cool. Anyway, let's get in. Let's not spoil each other too much. 3 different runs, but only the forest is ready for the demo. Not available. Okay, so you get the forest, and then you can choose between what looks to be a spider and some dude with a big sword. I'm gonna prove that my sword is bigger than this guy. So typical roguelike progression. Pretty big map here. There's the boss. We get a shop right before it, which is great. Elite bosses. Love seeing elite bosses. Oh wait, it has to see if our deck is coming along perfectly. So we got elite boss and then shop I like. A chest is nice. Maybe not this shop. Just because that one's too close. We can do like a fight, an elite, a fight, this thing, an elite. Early shop? Relatively early shop. Or we could always do the event. Do we want to start off with an elite though? It can sort of branch sideways. I want to see this. Start off with an elite, see what we get in here. We could try to push this one up there and then let it bounce around, and hopefully the dice will also hit the 1. They're in range with each other, but they didn't really suck into each other, which kind of sucks. Ooh. So this one is going to be hitting us a lot, which I don't like. The poison does hit the people in the back. So does backstab. Let's push you in. So we're dealing damage to the front guy, which is getting very angry and very close to hitting us. So this needs to die soon, that needs to die soon, and this is just picking us off horribly. So let's go this way, the 2 into the 3. The 4 does hit each other, so close to trying to get to the other 5. Hopefully we'll take this out this turn. Nice, and then we can start working on the other guy. So that's starting to die in poison damage, which is great. We hit this and hopefully it'll tumble here and we can get to this. Big bada boom, all enemies. Darn. No! Oh, so close to touching. Taking chip damage here, which kind of sucks. Okay, so that's what the field refresh is. So in 4 turns, everything you have worked up for disappears. Unfortunately, that is how this game works. But also, it's good because if you kind of like back yourself up into a corner that doesn't really lead into any place, it's good that the field will refresh and you can get another shot at doing maybe something cool. We could deal double damage to this thing if we can shoot this thing on like a weird corner that it goes to the right a bit. We could also go for the guaranteed 3s that suck each other up. Oh, they were so close to touching. Come on. Bit of money, and then the back one dies. Okay, cool. So the starting deck, that is a pyramid dice. I was expecting them all to be d6s, honestly. But that's cool. Yeah, starting deck, good enough to fight an elite. So that's nice. All enemies with the die value applies 3 weakness stacks to all enemies, and then random enemy, or we could get money. It's got to be one of these two. Let's go with the weakness, just because it's different. And then we'll go sideways. Yeah, we'll go to fight, chest, and then elite fight up here, though. Or it's just a tough battle. Oh, okay. So there's regular battle, tough battles, and then the elites are the horned ones. I understand clearly. So we do want to go this way a bit. And we can easily do that by going up here and then going sideways, hopefully. So let's go into a regular battle. Much less health. We don't seem to heal, so that's something we need to watch out for. Hopefully we can pick up some healing along the way. We could try to get the 3s to merge, but I feel like this one is the safer option. And now we have a 4 on the board. We are going to start taking pock shots from the plant in the back, which is unfortunate. We can merge the twos together to try to get something going. Unfortunately, it did not hit the threes. And we're still taking pox shots. Let's go for the 1. And hopefully, there we go, perfect. And now we have a 5 on the board. Gonna be hard to trigger that one. But that one does die, which is great. I could try to push these two into each other. Perfect. These almost became a thing as well. Easy enough fight. Easy enough fight. Another backstab dice. Wait. What's the difference? This starts with a 1. I understand. So this one would be a lot better then. It's also got a golden border, which means it's probably a lot rarer. No, the golden border is what you're picking. I see. Yeah. I mean, it's 1 damage, plus it guarantees hitting the back, which is... should be a lot easier to trigger than a 2 damage. I'm gonna go with the backstab. The level 1 backstab. That seems nice. Chest is just a free reward. Gives hero shield, which is great. Or dodge, but we have to get that merged with a 3. I like the idea of 10 shield. So we got a shop here, $10. I'm not entirely sure if that is a lot or a little. We can check the deck here, which is kind of cool. Oh, wait. These aren't actually dice. These are like artifacts. Right? So does that mean... is that why I've never seen this on the board? Okay. That's cool. So does that mean... or is this something we have to trigger? I think these are usable items. We can also check the map at any time, which is great. A little more streamlined. That's nice to see. And then we can fast forward the animation, I guess. Up to 2 times. Let's go 1.3. Nobody's trying to hurt us. That's waiting for stuff. That could possibly hurt us. The 1 backstab over there is unfortunate. Let's fuse. Wait, what do you do? Caution, this die will strengthen the marked enemy. So stay away from those. Let's fuse the money. Oh, okay. Things are happening. Stuff is happening. We have a 7 dice. This is a crazy turn. Like, it's cool that you got buffed and all, but you're dead. Dice upgrade. We can upgrade something for free. To do what? More stuff? Let's do backstab? Backstab or poison? This is straight up damage. This is technically 3 damage over 2 turns. This is, I'm hoping, more damage. So now they're planning on attacking. Or 2. I'm assuming. We need a way to get them dead. And I think it might be pushing the backstab into this. So they get buffed, but it won't matter because now they're dead. And then we get pock-shotted again, which sucks. But now we can do like anything really? So close. If only it bounced the other way. Yeah, and then they're dead. So we took 1. We can heal for 10. So here's actual healing. Or we can get another item. I'm gonna take the healing. This is exactly the amount of health that we're short by. So I like that. They're planning to attack for 3 maybe? and they're gonna move 2 squares ahead. Well, we can start murdering the one in the back by doing this. Oh, so close. That's unfortunate. Okay, yeah, so the number is what they plan on doing. Unfortunately, we don't really have any ones to deal with. But we can try... It did merge. It did merge, but it didn't merge the way we want to. This seems like the smart thing to do. Get into the one that gets into the backstab and then not actually do what we want it to do. They're getting dangerously close. I don't like how dangerously close they're getting. That is perfect. We love seeing bunch of dice. Bunch of dice means a really strong turn. So now it's just the wizard left, and I'm pretty sure we have more than enough to kill. Awesome. We could get a bomb dice. Heal for 8. No, thank you. Let's go with the level 1 bomb dice. Okay, actual elite boss. You're a big dude. Healing aura sucks. And then he's gonna shoot at us. So, this is probably the time to activate these. Okay, so they don't actually go on the ground, they just kind of trigger. If I push the 3 and the 1s merge, that would be cool. And they did, and a bunch of stuff are jumping around. Big dice, big dice. Hopefully this will do something. Like maybe take out one of the ads. Just like that. Perfect. Can we take out 2? We can take out 2. And we even dealt damage to the boss, which they all healed. But hey, now we only have to deal with half of the aggressors, so that's great. I don't think we could push anything into anything to merge. I can try to go for this one, but I feel like this one will just like knock it away. Or it does work. The wizard does get a buff, which is unfortunate. Did it just heal you? I feel like it just healed you. I was contemplating on the board while they were doing stuff, and I probably should have paid attention a little bit more. There's really not a whole lot to merge. We can just shoot this up and hope that the 3s get closer to each other. Like that! Ooh! The 5s as well. So we will be taking health damage here. Our shields are gone. So these were one-time use items, which is great to know. I'm hoping the 2 1s will merge with the 2. We need this dead because they just keep buffing the boss that we want dead. Unfortunately, we don't really have... Yeah, like that. Ugly. Ugly, ugly, ugly. We didn't have a way to trigger the +6, which sucks, but hey, there's an AoE here. They didn't really merge with each other. Here's an upgrade dice, which could be fun. We poisoned the back, which is great, but now they're healing again. Or no, he's healing both. So that sucks. We could try to push the 4s together. That could be a play. And it did work. I was really hoping that these 2 would have gone a little more. Yeah, let's go with the bomb dice. Turn it into a 2. This is looking grim, but we might be able to make it out. Like that. As long as we do more than 5 damage to the boss per turn, we are making progress. So it'll refresh again after this. We can go for this one just because of the amount of 1s and 2s in there. They're taking a turn off, which is great. That gives us one turn to murderize them. Go after this. Backstab isn't great anymore because there's only one person left. But it is a lot of damage. This should be more than enough to kill. Okay, like, we lost more than half our health, which does suck, but... What are you? That's 50% chance to deal double damage. No, we need a healing. Double rewards, perfect. Blind die also grants 1 dodge stack. Do we have a blind? Blind die? Poison, backstab, blind. Okay, so if we get this, we would basically have to start only choosing the blind dice just so we can proc it every single time. And I like that idea. It gives us a direction to build towards instead of just grabbing whatever. $28. I think it's time. Oh, this is a chest. I see. Well, it's the only path we can take, so... Healing momentum. Restore 1 health when merging dice with value 3 or higher. That's what we kind of need right now. So I will take it. Looks like our artifacts are up here, so that's cool. We got a shop here, which we have to take. Not really that bad. We got a blind eye. We could start dodging things. That sounds like a good plan. And then we got a heal off, which is what we want even more. So, if we go for this one, it could try to go for the backstab. Or the explosion. So close together. We also get a bunch of healing, which is nice to have. We can't really push anything towards each other except for maybe these two. Or we could go for this one, but it's not really gonna go anywhere, I don't think. Yeah, too far to go anywhere. Bit of a shitty turn, but now we can push them into each other, and hopefully that'll do something. It did something. They're getting dangerously close though, so... Very dangerously close. They're now gonna attack us for 4, and then this one's not that far behind. Which is terrible. Huh. Bit of a predicament. I mean, the only shot here is this. And let's see what it does. So we do get to murder the first one. This one moves a little bit closer. Now we have to deal 10 damage to it. Can we get that backstab to merge? Is the question. And we do. Okay, guaranteed he's dead. So now we just have to murder the ones in the back. We could try to push the 2s together. Or go for this one and then go for a 2. That was cool. We survive. I think we have the same health that we started with, which is crazy. Heal for 7 or just 3 more health. Let's go with a max health, and then maybe we can hope that there's like a full heal at the shop that we're about to go to. That's a lot of dice everywhere. Okay, cool. We don't want them merging ever. There's a bunch of high numbers here. So I kind of want to throw all my shots this way. Just in hopes to get the big numbers to start merging with each other. So like we can try to push the 5s together or slightly bump them further apart. They're getting too close, too close, too close. That does work. There's a bit more 5s on the board. Okay. 40 health is a lot. That sucks. No, I was hoping it would go for the bomb or something. Well, the front one is gonna die, so that's something. Let's go with the blind die. None of them did anything, which is great, but they're attacking this turn. Also, the board will be refreshed after this turn. I can try to get the backstab, and hopefully it'll also hit the bomb die to fuse with this. Or not. And it didn't even hit the poison either. That sucks. Ooh, we lost a lot of health. Okay, everything's reset though. But so are their buffs. There's a 6 here, which is insane. I hope we can trigger that. This might be the end, though. It's not looking good. See, my problem of hitting this one is that it might merge with this, and that is the last thing we want to do. So I guess we'll just go with this and hope it goes to here and then like magically touch one of the outside 3s. Or we go for this one. It's a bit vanilla, but hopefully we can take out the front guy. Awesome. It's looking grim. It's looking grim. We could go for the backstab, but there are no other 2s to merge with. So it'll just end there. I think it might be time to hit this. It did stuff. It's not enough to kill him, and I think we're dead in like 2 turns. Do we go for the backstab now? There's still no 2s around. All the 2s are on this side, which sucks. Yeah, we'll just go for it. Okay, there was a 2, but it was... Okay, okay. Maybe I should have gotten for that a lot sooner? Can we take you out? I was not expecting to live that. We're taking the heal. We are so close to dying. So we have to go to the fight, and then it's either shop or another fight. I'm a bit worried about this elite now. I think we might chicken out and go sideways. Like even regular fights has a lot of back minions that'll just keep hitting us. Maybe I should have gone for this and try to fuse the 3s. I mean, let's go for that now. Just push the 3s together. That's probably a strat too. Just instead of worrying about fusing the 1 dice together, just use it to fuse big numbers like that. Ah, so close. Can we fuse the 5s together? Yes. Okay, sorry about that. Had to answer the door for a minute. We're taking 9 now? And there isn't any 1s to merge. We could try to shoot some of the 3s together, maybe? Or go for this and maybe it'll bounce around enough. But it's looking grim. Okay, 6 is better than 9 damage. We could try to push the 3 to push the 2 to 2 together. That didn't actually do anything. That was horrible. Let's never do that again. If we push the 1 into 1, it'll hopefully bounce to the 3 and it'll go this way instead of the other way. Perfect. But it wants to go to the other 4. So that was to be expected. We're still technically alive. But it's really not looking good. The 4s all want to go this way. Okay. 7 health. We can get a bit more. But it's like a losing battle. We have to go to the shop. We have $59. If this is going to be our last fight with this elite, then we're going to make it count. Let's buy a whole bunch of stuff. Your throwing die will be a poison die. That's kind of cool. It will start killing things in the back, which is what most of our damage, or the damage that we're taking, comes from. This is even better. Okay, we're definitely buying that for 20 bucks. I don't know if this is good, but I feel like it is. The one that we throw right now is, like, terrible. Like, it's just a vanilla die. So this has to be good. Like, it being anything else has to be better. Without starting your turn. We can start triggering the dice to hop around before our turn even begins. We've got $34. Yeah, let's spend it. Buy that, buy that. We'll save the rest. Can we sell? We can sell dice. Get some money back, but I don't really know if any of these are terrible. Like, I like all of them. So let's just exit. Do we want the dodge? The dodge could be useful. No, let's just exit. And then we get a free chest, and then the elite fight. Hopefully some healing, please. Dodge dice, or heals for 15. We'll take the healing. Try to survive this. See what we do. It's a giant bear in the beginning. Gain shields, but it doesn't say how many. Immune to control effects. Not entirely sure what a control effect is. I don't think we have any. Yeah. I feel like they're only moving close to us. So we should heal. That feels like the obvious thing. Like, it doesn't matter if we heal now or heal later, we should heal. And then I guess we'll just start going, and hopefully we can kill them all before he moves too close. But it's like 5 space. No, okay, it moves 1 space. 5 damage maybe, but it always moves 1 space. They're gonna get angry. We can try to push the 4s together. And they do. There is a 6 over there. I didn't realize that there was a 6 over there. Bomb hits everyone. Let's go for that. He's getting really close for comfort. Too close for comfort. That hits everyone. The 4s are so close to merging. The shield that he generates is kind of shitty, not gonna lie. We could try to force the force together, but I don't think it's gonna do anything. But it's like our only play right now. And then we shoot for this and hopefully it does a bunch of stuff down there. The force stayed there. Okay, I mean... Ow. And he's buffing. Okay. Well, we need to pop the shield in order to keep ourselves from dying. Or do we do this golden thing now? Like, there's no point in holding on to it if we're just gonna die before the boss. We could push the 5s together, maybe? No, it just pushed them further. And it used up the 1 dice. We're never gonna get that. At least kill the boss. Please, I'm begging. Okay, the boss did die. So it wasn't a waste. It was not a waste. This did trigger. We do have the poison dice, which is nice. Do we go for the money? We do have a shop later. But I'm also thinking, like, these are just gonna murder us. You know what? Let's go for it. It did merge together, so that's nice. We do kill the first guy, so we're still not taking anything. We're also slowly climbing up in health, which I do appreciate. There's only 1-2 left and it's over there, so that sucks. Maybe we can hopscotch this one. And now the 4s are slightly close. Okay, okay. Well, it refreshes after this turn. We can hope that it reaches, which it doesn't, so that sucks. We're getting low on health again, but... I mean, 2 boars are better than that giant bear that we had to deal with. How are you living at 1 health? I hate you. There are no 2s. We could try to push these 3 together. And it did work. Stuff is happening. They might be dead this turn. Okay, 24 health. That's not bad. Plus we get the heal for 11. Or we get the level 4 blind dice, which does get us a block. Like, the max health doesn't really worth it because we're not going to heal all the way back to full. So it's either here for 11 or try to get the blind dice, which does work with our chaotic evasion. I feel like the healing... Oh, we can get double healing? What are you? Apply 3 weakness? When an enemy with poison stack dies, all enemies take damage equal to the number of poison stacks. Unfortunately, we don't have that much in terms of poison. The 3 weakness could kill the boss sooner. Nah, let's go with survivability. So, final shop. What are you? We get a 1-time res, which is crazy. Duplicates the effect. Only 1 merge occurs in a round. If only... I missed the... Okay. So if it's a really shitty round, we at least get 2 things instead of 1. So that's 14, 24. Not enough? Or we could sell something? I like this. It gives us the best chance of fighting the last boss. I'd also like the life rune. I also like the shield. Oh, we can buy everything. I just don't know how to math, apparently. We could sell this backstab and buy the blind dice. Oh, we can buy the blind dice and the dodge dice. And hopefully that's more survivability on our side. How much do you sell for? Okay, so all dice sell for 5 regardless of like their number. Do we want a bomb instead of the backstab? Not really. Poison kind of works with our little poison thingy. Okay, this is... You know what? This is good. I like what we have. There's a bit of synergy everywhere. That's a big dude. That's a big dude who just dropped a lot of stuff. Summons a new enemy to join the battle. That sucks. It's just gonna keep summoning? We can heal for 15. That's a little too much. So we'll save that at least until the next round. We could try to go for the blind eye here and dodge their 3 attack. Ooh. That could have been bad. It moves forward and summons a dude. I understand. Let's go here. All of his dice are on the are on the right side. So we kind of want to shoot towards the left. Unfortunately, we still went to the right. This dude being a damage punch kind of sucks. That sucks really something bad, honestly. Let's go for the dodge because they're hitting us for 4 each. So let's try to mitigate that, even if it does buff one of them. Unfortunately, we dodged the 4 and took the 6. Yeah, we'll just keep shooting up this way. The 5s do connect, which is great. Okay, they're hitting for a lot. That's what, 5 here and then another 7 there. Let's go ahead and pop our shield. And then we'll just merge here. Or we could push the 3 and then this singular focus will trigger. So then we do get a bit of poison and attack. I like that. I like that. They're almost dead. And I am very happy with that. There's a 6 explosion over here, which is crazy. If we could try to trigger that somehow. Like this. Oh, well, that 4 only goes as far as there. They're getting really close too, which I'm not enjoying. We've got a 3 there that we can't really do anything with. Our dodge is like behind these 2, which is unfortunate. I really don't want to buff the king just because they're that close to us. I think our main focus is going to be back here. We got the 5. But it's going to be a while until we can get the others. I should have popped the shield. I should have looked at what they were doing. Okay, we're popping the shield and heal now. For the upcoming turn. We could merge the 1s together, but it'll start buffing these guys. We could try to push this to try to get the 2s to merge. Oh, so close. I mean, it's a big turn. A lot of it is their stuff too, which sucks. But the king is dead. The king is dead. The king dies, right? Yes, thank you. So it's not... So now it's just the ads with a lot of DPS. Let's merge the 4s. Hopefully goes on to the 5 and then the 6. Or just throw them away from each other. You know. It still works. It still works. It went the long way around, but it still works. Is this it? Are they dead? Did I win? We just push the force together, right? Or not. Or yes. Yeah, because it doubled. Congratulations! Thank you for playing. You're breathtaking. No, you're breathtaking. Your feedback helps us polish this dice rolling adventure, so let us know what you think. And then you can send some feedback. If you're enjoying the demo, please consider adding this game to your wish list, which I will. It's actually pretty fun. I like the dice mechanic. I don't think I've played anything quite like it before. So, like I said, it's Rune Dice. You can check it out on Steam or find a link in the description down below. As always, I've been Free99. You've all been amazing. I'll catch you next time.